My presentation is should you cosplay at conventions. My name is Curcio, and obviously I'm cosplaying right now. This is not my real hair. I'm ironically cosplaying a gotcha game character, which is why I need so much. I've never spent $500 on a character, but I don't plan to in the future. So, should you cosplay? If you're ever interested in cosplay, just do it. Like, you know, sorry, I was doing the quotes, but just do it. Like, um, it doesn't have to be complicated. Obviously, I'm just wearing like a suit. Um, you can, if you're starting cosplay, I do recommend just wearing like a normal outfit. Don't try to be like kind of fancy. Don't try to get crazy outfit that you can't wear. And then wig and contacts are optional. I do have contacts for this cosplay, but I'm not wearing it because I look like a drive here and not getting crashed. But this is a wig. And then so interpretation of cosplays are like heavily allowed in the fandom. Like for example, I'm cosplaying this character, and this is the only canon like picture I have of him. So I was able to make up everything else about him because it's only just a backshot of like his coat. And then so JoJo is a lot of cosplayers who cosplay from JoJo take their own interpretation as well. Like obviously these two cosplayers is that character, but it's not a one to one. There's different variances. Um, so you don't have to be cosplaying to the two. So you decided to cosplay, and you're like, "What am I going to show off this cosplay?" You should go to a convention. You can go in your backyard and take pictures, but it's not as fun, not as engaging. If you decide to go to a convention, they're expensive. It is an expensive hobby, so you need a budget. The badge, the hotel, the traveler, obviously buying the cosplay or making it, and then budgeting for food and merchandise, because there's going to be a lot of merchandise you're going to want to buy. If you want to start passing it around, that's some merchandise that I bought. Um, and then, so where did conventions start? They were started by science fiction fans usually, so like Star Trek or Star Wars. And then people who were into sci-fi shows were also into anime, so like, why don't we just start doing this for conventions? And that's kind of how anime conventions became a big thing, and also Comic Con, which is more like Marvel characters and things like that. So activities that we do at cons are meets and greets. Meet and greets are like super fun. That's when like voice actors or like I guess celebrities in the anime scene show up, and there's also bands and stuff, and you can pay to see them, get signings, get pictures. And I know a lot of them love seeing like someone cosplaying a character they voice act or like a character they created. There's also panels, and they're like little rooms and sections where you get to go in, and it's like this, like literally, like they have a slideshow, and they're presenting you some information about anime or like as something they're making or whatever. And that's very entertaining, and it's very engaging with the audience. But there's also Artist Alley, which is handing around the merch. It's where independent artists and small owned businesses make merchandise that you can buy. And for example, this print I have over here is from an artist alley, and it's really good to just support small owned artists out there. So and then there's fan created meetups. These are all pictures of me. I went to this meetup, Final Fantasy, crazy thing. The voice actor of one of the one major characters showed up. He just showed up, so I got to get a picture next to him with all the group. And then this is we did the gotcha game meetup, so it's like we just did all the gotcha game characters, but dressed up as maids, and that was fun. And this is another one where they have like bars and like swimmers there, where like you just cosplay the character, and then you like dress up in like suits and dresses, and it's more like you dance around. But uh, conventions are very social based. You're gonna meet a lot of people. Like I didn't meet these people until I went to that event, and now I'm friends with them. Like we talk online all the time. So I do recommend going to conventions, and then if you're going, you should cosplay. Um, and this was MagFest. I went to MagFest, and there was a thing called Magazine going around, and this was a letter that was tucked in the corner of a hallway, and it was a mental health letter actually, and it was available for anyone to pick up, and it says, "You will get through this. You will survive this, and be able to share your stories. May you be forever loved, surrounded by those who make life worth living." And like small instances like this happen at cons too, where like you really just connect with other people who like might be going through it, or like other nerds and geeks out there where like life is just hard living. So it is a huge community of really supportive people. So if you want to cosplay and go to a con, just do it. Like, YOLO. We're young, whatever. Cringe is dead to a degree. Don't be too cringe. Wear deodorant, but
It's the thing.
right. So, are there any questions? Anyone who wants to cosplay over to a con?
What's your favorite like cosplay convention that you've been to or want to go to?
Let's see. I am going. Well, I like go to con a lot. It's in DC. Chinatown is right down the road. So, like, after the con, I could go get, like, authentic Chinese food anytime I wanted. So, and it helps you explore areas, too. So, if you go out of state, you can actually, like, hang out in the city a little bit. So, it's nice.
That's a wig.
It's a wig. I styled it myself.
It looks great, but it didn't. I would never have thought that.
Yeah, I noticed the earlier comment made it sound like this is my hair. That wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a wig.
Any other questions?
What's the most complicated cosplay?
It's actually this character. He has it in this little drum. It's like this outfit's like super complicated, and I had to like sew it, and it was awful, but it was worth it. Anything else? No.
Okay.
Are you gonna cosplay? You go to cons, don't you?
I actually don't.
Oh, you were asking me about.
I wanted to go to Anime NYC with a friend.
You should,
just
actually.
for fun, but then we found the tickets were like $150 plus airfare plus everything
Yeah.
else, and then
But this is actually anyway.
But you can just drive there.
yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
No,
it's
it's
like-
that's like a
it's like-
16-hour drive.
To New York?
Right?
To New
No,
York?
it's not.
Like from 12 to 16 hours.
Oh, there
Yeah.
and back. There and back in 16
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
Oh,
Trip,
that's a lot.
I'm driving there for my birthday.
This is actually anime.
Well, yay. When is that?
Next month.
Yeah.
It's just like it was just like it was like almost $200 for the whole weekend.
That's not a lot though.
Just say you're not doing
Hell
it.
no.
You would spend that on concerts.
Okay, hold on.
Right
Let's
before-
get to what did, we're focused on Rico.
Oh well, no, I was roasting him, so like in a way, we were not roasting.
So I didn't have the pay.
Are there any more questions for Rico? All right.